You can also turn it sideways. Okay. Yeah. And it'll move it, the picture.
Good morning, everyone. We are waiting on a few more people to get through the raptor system, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. So thank you for your patience. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It is wonderful to see so many parents here today, as well as our class of 2023. I'm Dr. Belgraves, the assistant principal for the class of 2023. Today I have the pleasure to serve as the Master of Ceremonies for the 2023 Senior Scholarships and Awards. I would first like to ask that you silence your cell phones and refrain from side conversations as we celebrate your accomplishments. At this time, I would like to welcome your senior class president, Haley Baccaray, to the podium to lead the pledge.
Good morning. Will you please stand for the presentation of colors and the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated. Thank you.
Thank you, Haley. Good morning again, class of 2023. It is an honor to be here today celebrating your accomplishments. Over the past 4 years, you have learned a great deal. You've studied hard, you've challenged yourself and grown as individuals. You've also made lifelong friends and memories. Today, you're being recognized for your outstanding achievements. These awards are a testament to your hard work, dedication, and talent. I would like to begin this ceremony by congratulating each one of you for your hard work and dedication it took to get to you to this senior year. And I am truly looking forward to what the future holds for each of you. Now I'd like to recognize our administration and distinguished guests. Please stand when you hear your names. Ms. Talise, our principal. Let's give it up for Mr. Lee, even though he's not in here because he's out there running the school. Mrs. Sage, our 10th grade assistant principal. And Mrs. Manchester, our 9th grade assistant principal. We also have your guidance director, Ms. Brooks. Our school counselors, Ms. Griffin, Ms. Derry, Ms. Adams, and Mr. Anton. And your class sponsors, Mrs. Sheffield and First Sergeant Polino. Today, our guest speaker, Mr. Treadwell from IRSC, is also here. Mrs. Manchester, will you now introduce this year's senior class officers?
Thank you, Dr. Belgraves. As I call your name, will this year's senior class officers please come to the stage? Haley Baccaray, President. Jesus Castillo, Vice President. Miriam Fuentes, Secretary. And Elena Garcia, Treasurer. These 4 students have had a busy senior year. We can't thank them enough for their leadership.
I would now like to welcome Elena Garcia, the 2023 Senior Class Treasurer, to introduce our guest speaker.
Our guest speaker today is Mr. Andy Treadwell, who is the president of Indian River State College Pruitt campus. Mr. Treadwell joined IRC in 2009 as a part of the president's executive leadership team, working with fellow cabinet members to advise institutional decision-making and action. He also serves as the president's chief of staff while overseeing 2 key college departments and managing many legislative activities, including the coordination of local and statewide governmental relations and the development of annual legislative priorities and budget requests to lawmakers. In addition, as a St. Lucie County resident, Mr. Treadwell is a crucial advisor to the President and the District Board of Trustees and liaisons to dignitaries, business leaders, and elected officials. Mr. Treadwell also serves as the United Way of St. Lucie County, Round Table of St. Lucie County, and St. Lucie County Chamber of Commerce boards. He volunteers with Big Brothers, Big Sisters of St. Lucie, Indian River, and Okeechobee counties, and the American Cancer Society Treasure Coast chapter. Many accolades recognize Mr. Treadwell's community service, including 40 Gator Under 40, the Bob Graham Distinguished Service Award, 2015 Big Brother of the Year Match Award, and the 2015 Unsung Hero Award. Now please join me in a round of applause to welcome Mr. Andy Treadwell to the podium.
Oh my goodness, even I was put to sleep with that resume. One thing you'll learn, where did Elena go? Did she just disappear behind the curtains? You know, you'll learn to make shorter bios, and I've got to do that next year if I ever come back. Elena, thank you very much. You know, I got to say that it is fantastic to be here. Later on today, I'm going to be talking with the Office of the Governor for $27 million worth of 4 different appropriations, but I would much rather be here talking to you students because this is what it's about. Second, Elena, I know everybody wants to be president and vice president, but treasurer is where it's at. You know, they don't get a dime without you. So thank you so much for that kind introduction. Good morning, Port St. Lucie High School. It is a pleasure to be here again. I love coming out here. I am the campus president of the Indian River State College Pruitt campus in Port St. Lucie. Hopefully many of you have been out there. We are home to the Indian River State College STEM Center. We've got the Veteran Center of Excellence. And as of this fall, we will coordinate and have the entire School of Nursing there. So please come out. Just like most of Port St. Lucie, our neighbors are from New York, except in March, they're quite literally the New York Mets. So that's where we are. Allow me to congratulate all of you in this room. You Jaguars are the best of the very best, and it appears you're all managing the symptoms of senioritis very well, so congrats. Don't tell anyone I admitted this, I will deny it, but the Jaguar is the best mascot in town. Titans are fictional, Eagles are so 1776, and Jaguars hunt crocodiles in the Amazon. I mean, you guys are badass. In fact, where's the ROTC team? I saw that they're the Night Stalkers, and all I can think about now are night-stalking Jaguars, so well done. Your esteemed leaders at Port St. Lucie High School gave me a few minutes to talk to you all, but that's a big ask. To be honest, I was a little hesitant about trying to inspire you all because I've come to realize one inherent truth, and that is I am no longer cool. People with AOL email addresses should not be trying to influence America's 2023 graduating class. You know, one day you just wake up and you're no longer a trendsetter. In my case, you're not even a trend getter. I think I recognize maybe one artist on the Billboard Top 40, and yeah, Hannah Montana can still drop a banger. At least that's what my children told me to say. But despite my reservations, I saw a tweet the other day that helped. Quote, you don't become cooler with age, but you do care progressively less about being cool, which is the only true way to actually be cool. And they called that the geezer's paradox. So there you have it. None of us are cool. Back socks in Crocs. Now, that is the epitome of comfort and the materialization of the geezer's paradox, so well done. And I also say all of this because life isn't about being cool. It's about being happy and having purpose. And if you remember anything from today, remember that. If you remember 2 things, well, hold on. They need someone in the gym. So if you remember a second thing today, remember this. In a flock of pigeons, be a seagull, No, I'm sorry, be a flamingo. I can't even get my line right. In a flock of pigeons, be a flamingo. Now that mantra adorns my favorite $4 TJ Maxx coffee mug. And I feel like it's either profound or ridiculous, I don't know, but God bless the arts and wear section at TJ Maxx. I'm older now, and that's clear, but I wasn't always. I was once here too. I wish I knew a few things as I departed high school, so I'm gonna let you in on a couple secrets. The first is simple. Do not postpone joy, and laugh a lot. Now, when I used to work for the Senate President, Ken Pruitt, he would talk with students and often offer up this advice: laugh often and laugh hard. And he would talk about the gut-hurting, cheek-stretching, contagiously loud, I can't understand why liquid is coming out of my tear ducts kind of laughter. It is soup for the soul and good for the heart. Recently, I had the opportunity to attend the governor's inauguration in Tallahassee, and I was there with my wife and my brother, and we asked a complete stranger if he would take a photo of us. We stood, we took it, and then he goes, now I want you to do one thing. Start rubbing your hands together like you're trying to stay warm. And we thought, what kind of Mr. Miyagi voodoo magic is this? But we complied, and we just started laughing as hard as possible. Guess which picture I have framed now? I spend every day of my life trying to make people laugh, from my professional team to my family, because it brings light and joy into my world simply by sharing in their happiness. My favorite Maya Angelou quote is, I've learned that people will forget what you said, people forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Seniors, be the joy and laughter catalyst for others, and you will be full of both. Second piece of advice, be authentic. Remain true to who you are as individuals and even as a generation. You students have lived through drastic rapid change your entire life, and moreover, you have endured the worst global pandemic in over a century and the many disruptions that ensued. The future devouring the present is what you're used to, and it's the environment in which you've come to survive and thrive. You're fearless when it comes to the uncertainties ahead, and I make that point for one simple reason. You all are awesome. You embrace ride sharing. You solve problems and create marketplaces through crowdsourcing. You think of community as a global concept. And you set the newest social media trends that my generation will soon move in on and make lame. And newsflash, we know what TikTok is. You can even communicate with emojis, symbols. You guys talk in symbols. That's caveman retro. Seriously, you guys made a pile of brown goop with eyeballs and a smile acceptable in text. You made poop cool. And I can't even begin to tell you what you've done for the peach and the eggplant. Right? So tell me another generation that's done all of that. Now, seniors, we'll get back on track here. The world only gets larger and more complicated beyond these walls. It will ask you to change, as will new peers, new environments, and new challenges. Change is okay, but don't change the integrity of who you are at the core. If you're a deeply reverent person, wear your worship proudly and for all to see. If you're politically conservative or liberal, don't let anyone or anything stand in your way of where you want to be on the left or the right. It doesn't matter what you believe or love or pray to. If you are an authentic person, more people will respect you, and you will be happier and more successful as an individual. I guarantee that. Remain true to the essence of who you are as a generation and as individuals. Now, my third and final piece of advice is simple. Try. Now, I know this flies in the face of Yoda, and I'll try and get this right. Do or do not, there is no try. But just to be clear, I want you to try in the spirit of attempt. Our wise green Jedi friend meant this as an effort thing, much like Ron Swanson's never half-ass two things, whole-ass one thing. And in this sense, I agree with Yoda. This may sound like a bit of a juxtaposition, but it is okay to be cautious with the risks you take in life. However, it is imperative that you take them. And when you do, give it everything you have. Everyone in this room, we're all made up of the same 23 pairs of chromosomes, hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, all baked in an epidermis crust. It's not a bad word, it's just skin. We only differ based on the observations we make, experiences we have, knowledge we learn, and the humans we interact with. Trying is what differentiates us. It is human nature to surround ourselves with the easy, the comfortable, and the indifferent. I am often guilty of that myself. But the marvel of human achievement has no place here. It only lives amongst those willing spirits who dare try. This cannot be summed up better than by the masterful rhetoric of Teddy Roosevelt. And I paraphrase this, but go look at it. The whole stanza is amazing. It is not the critic who counts. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, and who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Jaguars, your abilities are truly boundless. If you try, I believe you'll find your opportunities boundless as well. Now, I've already taken up too much of your time, and I sincerely thank you all for allowing this uncool dad the opportunity to wax poetic with such an impressive group of seniors. Don't ever forget to enjoy life, remain authentic, and try. Try often and try with purpose. And every once in a while, if you get the chance, be the flamingo in a flock of pigeons. Thank you all so very much.
We would like to thank Mr. Treadwell for taking the time to address the class of 2023. We appreciate your kind words and advice. I have this. He left Dr. Burgos. You want me to give it to him?
Mr. Treadwell, could you come back up here, please? Let's give you some exercise. Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you, Elena, and thanks again, Mr. Treadwell. Next, we welcome our community presenters who work tirelessly to raise funds within their organizations to help our students prepare for their future, and for this, we're eternally grateful. We also want to thank the St. Lucie Education Foundation for their continued support of our students. Yesterday, during the Ed Foundation ceremony, 7 students won a total of 8 scholarships. So very proud of our Jaguars. Our first presenter from the Sandy Lillis Memorial Scholarship, Nancy Mitch and Emma Drop.
Thank you, everyone. I would like to present an award to this from the Sandy Lillis Memorial Scholarship to Noah Kokio. Congratulations, Noah. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry, thanks.
Thank you, Ms. Mitch and Ms. Drop. Next, we have from the Savannah Irish American Club, Joan and Carl.
On behalf of the Irish American Club at Savannah Club, we are presenting 2 $1,000 scholarships. First one goes to Melanie.
And next we have Javen Dixon.
Thank you, Joan and Carl. Next, we have Kathy Bradley from the Daughters of the American Revolution.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here on behalf of the St. Lucie River Chapter, Daughters of the American Revolution, to present the DAR Good Citizen Scholarship Award. The DAR Good Citizen program is a way to recognize outstanding young people who exhibit the qualities of good citizenship in their homes, schools, and communities. The students selected as the school's DAR Good Citizen must have the following qualities: dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism. Each school's DAR Good Citizen receives a DAR Good Citizen pin, certificate, and wallet recognition card along with a $1,000 scholarship. This year's DAR Good Citizen for Port St. Lucie High School is Samantha Alzheim.
Thank you, Ms. Bradley. Next, we have Francis Koch from the Caribbean American Cultural Group.
Good morning and congrats to all the graduating students. It is my pleasure to be here to hand out this award to a student of this school. I represent the Caribbean American Cultural Group, which is a not-for-profit organization serving the area. We emphasize education because we think that's the way for young people to make it in the future. Today, we're delighted to present the CACG 2023 scholarship to Kaylani Krieger, who from all we have seen is one of your outstanding students. We selected her from a high-performing group of applicants whose families need assistance to defray the cost of college. Kaylani ranked among the best for her academic achievements, community service, and her interview performance. You should be really proud of her.
Thank you, Ms. Koch. Some of our students have made the decision to serve our country and at the same time receive an education and train for a potential career. Sergeant First Class Jonathan David of the United States Army, please come to the podium to recognize your new recruits.
Good morning, seniors. Can I get Tony Mormon, Alex Daly Gomez, and Jordan Harris to the stage? Stand right here. These young men have enlisted in the Army already, and they've stepped up to the challenge. Alex will be getting $246,000 for college. Jordan Harris will get $201,000 for college, and Tony Mormon $197,000 for college.
Thank you, Sergeant First Class Jonathan Davis. Unfortunately, our Marine recruiter is not here today, but I would like to ask our students who will be entering the Army to please stand. Sorry, the Marines. Why is the Army on my mind? The Marines, please stand. Okay, if they're not here, let's move on. I would now like to recognize our veterans. If you served or currently serve as a member of our armed forces, please stand so we can thank you for your service. Thank you, veterans. We would like to thank all of the community presenters for supporting our students and taking the next steps in achieving their future goals. At this time, I would like to call Mrs. Sargé to recognize our top 10 seniors of the class of 2023.
Good morning. The following top 10 students have worked diligently for the last 4 years to reach the top of their class. They have excelled in their coursework and taken rigorous courses to challenge themselves. We are very proud of their academic achievement and encourage them to keep striving for excellence as they continue their academic career and beyond. As I call your name, please come to the stage and remain on the stage. Our valedictorian, Philip Bergerman. Our salutatorian, Alexandria Garcia. Third in the class, Nicolette Delval. Fourth in the class, Rodrigo Flores. Fifth in the class, Austin Anderson. Sixth in the class, Samantha Alzheim. Seventh in the class, Rihanna McIntosh. Eighth in the class, Joseph Kennedy. Ninth in the class, Josiah Ramal. Tenth in the class, Raul Perez Borja. Thank you. We have a large number of honors and high honors students that would also like to be recognized. If you are an honors student with a GPA of 3.0 through 3.79, please stand to be recognized. Wonderful. Please be seated. High honor students with a GPA of 3.8 or higher, please stand and be recognized.
Doctor up. Thank you, Mrs. Sage. Let's get another round of applause for our honors and high honor students. For the last 39 years, the St. Lucie County Chamber of Commerce has awarded the Young Floridian scholarships to students on the Treasure Coast. Both faculty and staff recommend candidates for the scholarship in one of 10 categories. As nominees, each student is judged on evidence of achievement, both in school and in the community. Selected students are then vetted through an application and interview process by a panel of community leaders, and the most qualified candidate is selected. Our Young Floridian nominees and district winners are Academic Excellence Samantha Alzimi. She is a district winner. Come on up, Samantha. Another district winner, we have Nicholas Lambiasi in academics for academies, certifications, and manufacturing. And our third district winner, we have for mathematics and technology, Lam Gafison. Congratulations to our district winners. Other nominees for arts and music, Rodrigo Flores, athletics, Haley Baccaray, science, engineering, Kira Morello. Come on up, guys. Drama, Noah Cuoco. Human services, Miriam Fuentes. Journalism, communications, language arts, Philip Bergerman. And social studies, Robert Polino. Congratulations. Congratulations again. I would like to welcome again Mr. Andy Treadwell and Dr. Beth Amy to recognize our high school students that have earned an Associates of Arts degree concurrently with a high school diploma.
Since I've already had the microphone quite a lot this morning, I'll be very brief, but congratulations to you seniors who've worked so hard to earn a college diploma before your high school diploma. That is outstanding work. I know your parents and family are extremely proud because you've also saved them a lot of money. If you have signed up, I hope we see you on Thursday for your commencement at IRSC. We have the Congressional Medal of Honor recipient, David Bellavia, is the only living Medal of Honor recipient from the Iraqi War era, is going to be coming to speak with us, so it should be a real treat. But again, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Amy to read y'all's names. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. So happy to be here today. Thanks for having us. I love doing this whenever I get a chance because I see you all on campus and I see you all when I'm here, and I get to really get excited and see you all cross that finish line and get your diploma on Thursday. But we do want to acknowledge the fact that you have accomplished your Associate of Arts degree while you are still in high school. So for those of you who don't know what that means, they have taken 20 college classes while they're in high school. So I think that's a pretty amazing accomplishment. So well done. So when I call your name, just come on up. Andy's got gift certificates for you. Andrew Alves. Samantha Alzim. Austin Anderson. Haley Baccaray. Philip Bergerman. Sienna Cook. Noah Cuoco. Nicolette DeValue. Rodrigo Flores. Alejandra Garcia. Elena Garcia. Kaylani Krieger. Stephen Largy. Rihanna McIntosh. Raul Perez Borja. Josiah Ramlal. Eric Smith. And Ryan Trevino. Congratulations, awesome accomplishment. Well done.
Thank you, Mr. Treadwell and Dr. Amy. Mrs. Sage will now recognize our National Honor Society students.
Good morning. The National Honor Society evaluates our school's commitment to the values of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. These 4 pillars have been associated with membership in the organization since its inception in 1921. At this time, will the following members please come up to be recognized and remain on stage? Samantha Alzim, Emma Akan, Haley Baccaray, Philip Bergerman, Nicolette DeValue, Rodrigo Flores, Elena Garcia, Alexandria Jurgerstandolis, Andrea Hernandez, Joseph Kennedy, Lariah King, Rihanna McIntosh, Gabriela Munez, Lam Gustafson, Josiah Ramal, Ryan Trevino, Kaylani Krieger, Jana Photos.
Congratulations again, NHS members. Ms. Bridget Martin will now recognize our National Spanish Honor Society members.
Buenos días. Thank you for attending to our Senior Award celebration. The Port St. Lucie High School Spanish Honor Society is a club created by students who speak Spanish or who have taken classes and surpassed all expectations, representing the 4 pillars of excellence. These are scholarship, leadership, service, and good character. In doing so, they maintain a high academic GPA and belong to several honors classes. They have participated in multiple activities in the community and social events at the Port St. Lucie High School. They contribute with logistics, fundraising activities, giving their own time and serving in different occasions, earning volunteer hours. So today, it is my pleasure to announce these special distinctions. Samantha Alcime. Roxana Bernal. Roberto Medina Hernandez. Donia Melendez Bautista. Francesca Fiona. Haley Baccarat and Kendall Hunt. Gracias.
Thank you, Mrs. Martin. Next, we'd like to invite Ms. Molly Dunn, who is the coordinator of retention and recruitment of St. Lucie Public Schools, to introduce A Promise is a Promise.
Hello, everybody. If you're not aware, our Promise is a Promise is a little bit different than the Promise program at IRSC. We're actually here to guarantee jobs to full-time teach once these students graduate with a bachelor's degree in their certifications. This is a program that was started over 15 years ago. We're looking for people now more than ever to be qualified educators in our school district and in our community. So without further ado, Haley Baccarat. Seth Bettencourt. Alexandra Goror-Stadulos. Marissa Gordon. Haley Rodriguez. And Brandon Singh. There you go, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Dunn and her team. I would now like to introduce our top 10 volunteers. These students gave freely of their time, talents, and treasures and are the class of 2023 top 10 volunteers. A special thanks to the entire senior class who volunteered a total of 10,101 hours. A big applause for their efforts. First, we have Kendall Hunt with 369.75 hours. Samantha Alzime with 369.70. See how those points come into play here? Third, we have Elena Garcia, 356 hours. Eric Smith, 349 hours. Kaylani Krieger, 332 hours. Devin Callwood, 329 hours. Noah Kuoko, 320 hours. Haley Baccaray, 317 hours. Mary Fuentes, 313 hours. And Philip Bergerman with 302 hours. Thank you for your service. It's now my honor to present the Always Rising to the Challenge Award to Fayola Elas. This award was submitted by Ms. Leonard and Mr. Valari, as well as Ms. DeMeo. And Fayola, they said that you are a joy to have in class, and they are going to miss you dearly. Is Fayola in here? Come on down. Mrs. Manchester will now come to the podium to recognize students that received a scholarship based on their academic and or extracurricular achievements.
It is my honor to announce the following students who have earned a university, college, athletics, or Bright Futures scholarship and or shared their various college acceptances. Seniors, please stand when you hear your name. Andrew Alves, Florida Atlantic University. Samantha Alzim, Highlands College, $136,000. Florida Medallion Scholarship, Bright Futures. Daughters of the American Revolution Scholarship, $1,000. Austin Anderson, Florida Tech, $80,000. University of Florida, $82,000. University of North Florida, $18,000. Florida State University, FAMU, University of South Florida, and Florida Polytechnic University. Haley Beckeray, Florida Atlantic University and the University of South Florida. Philip Bergerman, UCF, $14,000 and $164,000. Stetson, $148,000 and $15,000. FAU, $60,000, $48,000. FSU, $50,000. USF, Florida Academic Scholarship, Bright Futures. The Aaron Project, $1,000. And the Education Association of St. Lucie Scholarship, $500. Anila Burney, FAU. Seth Betancourt, Florida Medallion Scholarship, Bright Futures. Sienna Cook, UCF. Noah Quaco, Sandra Foote Memorial Scholarship, $1,000. Florida Medallion Scholarship, Bright Futures. Sandy Lillis Memorial Scholarship, $1,500. The Jonick Memorial Scholarship, $1,000. Nettles Island Theater Guild, $1,500. Jonathan Dow, Florida Medallion Scholarship, Bright Futures. Nicolette DeValue, Florida Medallion Scholarship, Bright Futures. The Aaron Project, $1,000. Javen Dixon, Valdosta State University, FAMU, Clark Atlanta University, and Savannah Irish American Club Scholarship, $1,000. Zachary Faison, South Carolina State, $1,000. Kiela Fenn, Gold Seal, Bright Futures Scholarship. Rodrigo Flores, FAU and Florida Academic Scholarship for Bright Futures. Maya Forsyth, Florida Medallion Scholarship, Bright Futures. Alejandra Garcia, UCF and Florida Academic Scholarship, Bright Futures. Alexandra Garistotelis, The Aaron Project, $1,000. Luis Gonzalez, the Jonick Memorial Scholarship, $1,000. Christopher Green Rodriguez, Roger Williams University Presidential Scholarship, $86,000. Flagler College, $6,000. Lynn University, $84,000. New York Institute of Technology, $102,000. St. Leo University, $60,000. Xavier University, $20,000. Stetson University, High Point University Academic Scholarship, $24,000. Louisiana State University, Nova Southeastern University Dean's Scholarship, $80,000. Alfred University Presidential Scholarship, $104,000. Kendall Hunt, Gold Seal Bright Future Scholarship and the Aaron Project, $1,000. Joseph Kennedy, FAU, Florida Medallion Scholarship, Bright Futures. Kaylani Krieger, Xavier University, $30,000. Kaiser University, $64,000. Southwestern Adventist University, Palm Beach Atlantic, UCF, $43,612. Florida A&M and Caribbean American Culture Group, $2,000. Nicholas Lambiasi, Gold Seal Scholarship, Bright Futures. Felicia Manigay, Kaiser and Florida Medallion Scholarship, Bright Futures. Gracie May Morris, Stetson Hall University, $120,500. UCF, FSU, and University of Washington, Tacoma. Gabriela Munez, UF, Florida Tech, FAU, and Florida Medallion Scholarship, Bright Futures. Kira Murillo, Florida Academic, Bright Futures. Melanie Naviette Rodriguez, Savannah Irish American Club, $1,000. Lamb Gafeson, Central Michigan University, $30,162. Loyola University, $272,000. Case Western Reserve University, $144,000. University of West Florida, $66,872. University of South Florida, University of North Florida, University of Minnesota, Eastern Michigan University, FAU, University of Central Florida, Florida A&M, University of California, San Diego, University of Southern California, and Florida Medallion Scholarship, Bright Futures. Zoe Piver, Polk State College. Connor Pollock, The Aaron Project, $1,000. Ashley Revange, FAU, University of South Florida. Kayana Roden, Florida Tech and Warren University. Santiago Rodriguez, FAU. Tyler Roth, SUNY Oswego, $12,000. Appalachian State, Colorado State, Western Washington University, USF, and Gold Seal Scholarship, Bright Futures. Januki St. Just, FAU. Robert Tatum, South Carolina State. Ryan Trevino, UCF. Angelin Valdez, the Jonick Memorial Scholarship, $1,750, and the Aaron Project. Darby Wolf, Hawaii Pacific University, $115,988. Loyola University, New Orleans, $229,084. The Catholic University of America, $273,980. The University of Arizona, $50,000. University of Arkansas, $228,000. University of San Francisco, $239,340. In total, the class of 2023 was offered a total of $3,116,674 in scholarships and awards. Congratulations.
Let's hear it again for that $3 million+ in scholarships that you earned. Thank you, Ms. Manchester. And now I'm going to invite Mr. Andy Treadwell again, Dr. Amy, and Ms. Brooks. Please return to the podium to recognize our promised students who accidentally leaned on the lights. Please put it back on. Thank you.
Oh, I thought some pyrotechnics were coming on or something. That'd have been great, especially in honor of you all. Folks, I know it's been a long day, but on behalf of our District Board of Trustees and our President, Dr. Tim Moore, I want to thank you for being part of our Promise program. 2 years ago, we launched this program in haste to try and get it out for last year's graduating seniors, and we were able to do that, and it has been a tremendous success. We're now presenting across the country, letting folks knowing what we're doing here at Indian River, and we're so glad that so many of you are going to take part in that effort. I will say that you all did better even than last year's class. We had 211 folks sign the pledge last year of a class of 433. That's 49%. This year we had 217 of a class of 380 seniors. That's 57% of your senior graduating class has signed the Promise Pledge, and we are so looking forward to having the great majority of you show up in the fall. And with all due respect, Madam Principal, I see $3.1 million in scholarship offers for our students out there. 217 students, if they fully utilize what we're offering you, that's another $1.3 million worth of college coming to you. So, and just one more reminder to anyone sitting out there who has signed the Promise Pledge, May 10th is the next deadline. Don't miss out. Get your application in, get started on your FAFSA, and get started on residency, all right? I think we may be a little loose with our deadline there, but I don't want anybody to miss out on basically free college, free tuition for your 2-year degree. So, Dr. Amy, would you like to add anything here? We just have them stand up? All right, who's in the come on, stand up for me. Who's going to be a pioneer with me? All right, let's give it up for these folks. Congratulations to you all. We can't wait to see you this fall, all right?
Thank you, Mr. Treadwell, Dr. Amy, and Ms. Brooks. I'll now like to hand the mic over to our principal, Ms. Talise, for the final remarks.
I just wanted to really take a moment to tell you how proud I am of you. And I'm beyond grateful that I got to be here this year to share in your senior year. I know there are ups and downs when you're in the principal position. You're celebrating one day and you're just so proud of everything that's going on, and then you're struggling with students the next day and they're crying on your shoulder. But there's not a night that I have gone to bed this year since I've been at Port St. Lucie High that I haven't thanked God for the blessing of being here and being your principal and sharing in your journey, because you're just all so special and so unique, and you bring life onto this campus and you bring joy into my life. So I can't wait to hear of all the things you do, whether you ended up at IRSC or another university or you go straight into the career of your dreams. I am so excited for you, and I'm just excited for our community and the way that I know you're gonna shape it for the better in the future. And I'm super proud of the fact that this senior class, you've had a rough go. You were our COVID babies, and you got knocked down over and over and over again. You had so many challenges and barriers, and to sit here with you and listen to all that you've accomplished, regardless of the barriers that were in front of you, it just gives me such peace to know that throughout the rest of your life, you're gonna make it. No matter what challenges you face, you've risen above it, and you'll rise every time you need to. So from the bottom of my heart, I am insanely proud of you, and I am blessed to have spent this year with you. And I would like to acknowledge your family and just say thank you so much for hanging in there with them. We know high school is tough, and it's tough on you, it's tough on them, it's tough on us, believe it or not. So thank you so much for the support that you've given them. Obviously, it has worked. They are a tremendous group of young people, and we are so proud of them. So thank you for coming out today. Students, thank you for being a part of Port St. Lucie High School. In just a moment, we're gonna wrap up and we're gonna go out and have some really good festivities with you, but I need our seniors to stick around because we're gonna chat a little bit about graduation, cap and gown, give you really important information. So guests, thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. And seniors, stick around for just 3 minutes before we go party.
Seniors, we promise to be very brief.